what's up? Welcome to my 6th podcast episode of my reflection in philosophy. I am Pablo Jeffrey, your narrator for today. Enjoy! So, ang pag-aaralan natin ngayon is patungkol sa human body, the ancient and contemporary perspectives. So, dito, malalaman lang natin or i-discuss natin is yung mga patungkol sa human person as embodied spirit from the point of view of the philosophers. So, in our previous lessons, we learned that early mutations are caused by biological, sociological, and environmental factors among others. We also learned that in spite of these limitations, these very boundaries can also bring about an understanding or realization of transcendence. So, for today's discussion, i-discuss natin yung mga different point of views about philosophers about the difference of soul or mind from the spirit of the human person. First philosopher, Plato and ancient Greek philosophy noong taong 428 to 348 BC. About 4 centuries before Christ, Plato, Socrates' student, wrote about the nature of the human soul. For Plato, man has immortal soul and a mortal perishable body. Furthermore, the soul is the giver of life to the body, the permanent, changeless, and divine element. So dito, parang pinapakita or pinapalam sa atin ni Plato na yung soul ng bawat tao is yung nagbibigay buhay para sabihin na natin mabuhay yung isang katawan ng tao, to be a permanent or changeless. The appetitive part of the soul is one that is accountable for required to stay alive like hunger, thirst, and for pointless cravings like desire to overfeed. So yun, para sa kanya is yung soul is yung parang pinagmulan ng bawat katawan ng lahat ng tao. Parang yun yung sabihin natin nucleus ba sa science. Second philosopher, St. Augustine. St. Augustine in medieval Christian philosophy taong 354 to 430 AD. St. Augustine of Hippo, or Tata Uste, is far from saintly during his youth. In fact, in his book entitled Confessions, St. Augustine narrated how his turbulent youth led to him realize that the human person is a restless being, continuously searching for the restful waters, wanting to attain a restful life. So, like Plato, he also believes that man has a soul and a body, but adds that his soul is created in the image of God. So, yun, for him, parang dito nag-agree siya kay Plato or sa paniniwala ni Plato. Pero, ang nasa isip niya naman or para sa kanya naman, ang soul naman is yung galing sa taas or kay God. Because of this likeness of the divine, we both have a reason and free will. So dahil doon, mayroon tayong kakayahan na maging payapa or parang free. May freedom tayo sa isa't isa. So for third philosopher, René Descartes, and the primacy of the mind over body. So dito, inaliwanag niya to noong 1596 to 1650. As we have seen from the time of Plato to Augustine, the secondary position of the body to the soul is prevalent thought. With Descartes in the dawn of dualism, the belief that the mind and the body are essentially separate from each other. Descartes' ideas on the divide between the body and mind and soul gave rise to experimental sciences and the touch attitude that came with it. So because of this, there is now tendency for us to live our lives in a more detached war from our experiences. So yun, para sa kanya is, so dito, parang nag-agree pa rin siya sa idea ni Plato at St. Augustine. Fourth philosopher, Gabriel Marcel, and Phenomenology, 1889 to 1973. As a philosophical movement, phenomenology rose to prominence during the early part of 20th century. common denominator among non-phenomenologists during this time is their dismay on how philosophy has become far removed from everyday life. Gabriel Marcel described this desensitized experience as living in a broken world. With regards to our relationship with the bodies, Marcel contends that we need differentiate from difference between having and being. So dito naman parang hindi siya agree kay sa naunang mga philosopher. So dito parang pinapoint niya na mas mahalaga or mas importante yung katawan kasi dito tayo nakikilala or dito tayo nalalaman kung nag-exist pa yung isang tao. Fifth philosopher, Maurice Merleau-Ponty and the Embodied Mind, 1908 to 1961. Like Marcel, Maurice Ponty is the phenomenologist that is enlightened the union between our mind and body. So for him, he pointed out that there is no experience that is not an embodied experience. That because our bodies, we are in the world and our bodies open our existence to the world. So yun nga, same idea for Gabriel Marcel. The body is the reason why we exist. Ika nga. So, he conceptualized the idea of being in the world, wherein we grow and move about in the world in such way that our bodies learn to be in harmony with it. So, dito parang pina-point out nila na lahat ng paggalaw or lahat ng pagiging existing natin sa mundong ibabaw or dito sa mundo, hindi tayo makikilala kung walang katawan ng isang tao or walang body. So for the last philosopher, Father Leonardo Mercado in the Filipino philosophy start from 1935 up to present. Author of the seminal book entitled Elements of Filipino Philosophy, Father Leonardo Mercado sets forth the argument that Filipino philosophy exactly not the same as the other Oriental philosophies. So dito, like Marcel and Merleau-Ponty, Mercado views Filipinos philosophy as recognizing the distinction between the body and mind, while acknowledging the necessity of the harmony between them. So yun, parang yung first three na philosopher, parang nag-agree sila na mas mahalaga yung mind ng isang tao kasi sa katawan. While the 4th to 6th philosophers from Gabriel Marcel up to Father Leonardo Mercado is naniniwala sila na parang mas importante yung katawan ng isang tao kasi ito ang dahilan kung bakit tayo nakikilala dito sa mundo. So for the conclusion, siguro naman nasa tao naman yung depende sa tao kung ano yung paniniwalaan nila na mas importante. So, kung para sa iyo, kung mas importante ba yung mind or soul, then why? So, kung sa iba naman, kung mas importante ang katawan, so why? Yung mga dahilan tayo kung ba't may pinapaniwalaan tayo sa bawat isa or sa sarili nating opinion. Lalo na hindi agad tayo pwedeng magtiwala sa iba. Lalo na kung wala itong sumusuportang mga detalyado. So for today, sa tingin ko yun lang muna for today's episode. I hope you do understand all the topics and philosophers about today's episode. Thank you.